What's up everybody, I'm Marco.
I'm Alex.
And we're the Vagger Brothers.
And this week we're at the world's greatest motorcycle race, the Isle of Man TT.
Alex and I are amateur motorcycle enthusiasts, but the dream of every biker is to make the pilgrimage to the Isle of Man for the TT race.
The Tourist Trophy, or TT, is the world's greatest and most dangerous motorcycle race.
Riders reach speeds of nearly 200 miles per hour, that's over 300 kilometers per hour, going through narrow villages, around hairpin turns, and inches away from spectators, stone walls, and possible death.
Thankfully, our good friends Raquel and Ollie live on the island and invited us to stay with them during TT week.
So we took a 1-hour flight from London to the Isle of Man and read up on the island's history along the way.
The Isle of Man sits in the middle of the Irish Sea, and on a clear day from the top of Snaefell Mountain, you can see England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales.
Originally settled by Celtic tribes, the Isle of Man was conquered by the Vikings 1,000 years ago, who set up the Tynwald, the world's oldest continuous parliament, which still makes laws today.
Why is that important? Because the Isle of Man is autonomous from the United Kingdom and makes its own laws, like the speed limit, or lack thereof.
Which is exactly why they set up the TT over 100 years ago in 1907, and the race has only been getting faster since.
So first things first, we headed to the nearest pub, had a pint, and bumped into the Purple Helmets. We've been here, what, like an hour?
Yeah, we met up with a bunch of locals and they're telling us that right now this performance comedy troupe called Purple Helmets.
Why you guys called the Purple Helmets?
Because we all have a purple helmet, only boys.
Only boys? How long have you guys been doing this?
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Is that why you're so good at it?
Allegedly.
Yeah? But they say that TT is dangerous. What about this?
Oh, it's really dangerous. Yeah.
You guys are kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters of motorbikes, no?
Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah.
How did it all get started?
In a pub, we were just kicking some ideas around, thinking how we could have some more fun.
Well, you guys are killing it. Keep
Thank
it
you.
up. Those gotta be the coolest dickheads I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, this week's just getting started. We can already see a mile of real Manx.
After the show, we met a local named Richard and his son Bart, who offered to show us around the course the next day.
One lap around the course is 60 kilometers. There's multiple races each day for 1 week, and they close the roads from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on race days, which means you gotta find your spot and stay there all day.
We've chosen this spot here north of Kirkmichael in Rencullen.
We're literally not allowed to put our foot on that pavement there.
Oh, look at this.
See what I mean?
That is why we don't put our feet on the pavement.
Yeah, exactly.
The race starts from the island's capital of Douglas, where you often see families kissing riders goodbye because any lap around this course could quite literally be their last.
Then the race makes its way over to the west coast, where riders rip through stone villages at mind-boggling speeds and pass spectators at only a few feet away.
Then riders catch air at the Black Bridge, where this year, one rider actually died when he lost control and flew into a brick wall.
The reason this race is so intense is because it's on public roads and there's no margin for error. So much so that there's an average of 5 deaths per mile of the race circuit.
Then they fly down the Solby Strait, reaching top speed of almost 200 miles per hour, where we saw the sidecars almost break the sound barrier.
Finally, riders wind their way around the north of the island, through Ramsey to Snaefell Mountain, the most legendary section of the race, before making their way back down off the mountain, around the hairpin turn at Craignabaugh, and back to Douglas.
But as much as it's about the course, it's also about the crowd. So we asked a few people why they traveled so far to witness this race.
What for you is the draw to the race?
The atmosphere and the racing.
Do that in a motor.
I think do that in a motor.
Brilliant. The thill's still fresh every time.
It's cooler than road racing because it's a street course. You know, there's bumps, there's oil, there's everything.
It's phenomenal. The speeds they go past you, it's a whole different world when you come out here.
In Germany we have no races like that.
Show me another motorcycle race in the world where you can race like this. There isn't. You can't get it anywhere else in the world.
We also staged our own TT on the go-kart track, and although we both lost, it gave us a taste for how mentally and physically demanding the real TT must be.
But when the races are over, most people catch the first ferry back to England and Europe. But we stuck around to see what else the Isle of Man has to offer.
And one of the highlights of the week was going on a road trip with Ollie and Raquel.
Hello! Raquel is our good friend from all of life, and she's a local here on the Isle of Man. And Ollie is her fiance, so say congratulations to these two. Getting married next year here on the Isle of Man.
It showed us how much the island has to offer. From beautiful castles, beaches, port towns, excellent seafood, hiking, and so much more.
I love coming out and going on walks after it's rained. The earth is all fresh, the air is clean, all the birds are out, it's great. I was totally not expecting the Isle of Man to be like this, with mountains and forests and all these amazing hiking trails. We went to a house party at a mansion.
Not bad.
I feel underdressed. And introduced Flip Cup to the locals. And we met up with one of our viewers, Isla, who told us a bit more about the island's culture and language, Manx Gaelic.
Fast mai ten erim arm Isla, Tajikina, the Vagabrothers, as felt Terry Gusnellian Vannin.
So can you tell us a bit about Manx Gaelic itself? Like, how many people speak it on the island?
In 2001, a group of people got together and set up a Manx primary school. So now there's people like myself who went through the primary school and now can speak it fluently. There's quite a few adults as well, but it's really it's not like Irish or Scottish. A lot less people to speak it, and it's quite sad because a lot of people on the island don't even know about the culture. It's such a beautiful island. It's got wonderful culture and the language is brilliant, and we also have traditional music.
Isla, thank you very much for teaching all of us how to speak Manx. I'm gonna have to say Guru Mai Eds.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. That's thank you in Manx. Guys, make sure you check out her music. She plays traditional Manx music and she has a YouTube channel, so go check it out. There's an info box below, it's in there. So
Slanyat.
Slanyat. Well, those were our adventures this week on the Isle of Man for the TT races. Pretty crazy stuff. Let us know what you guys thought about the race in the comment box below.
And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share the video with friends, and of course, subscribe. See you next week on the road.
Oh, this is us.
Oh, this is it. This is
This
it.
is us.
Right here, guys. Click here. If you have not already, click
Subscribe.
here. Meanwhile, hopefully this will be the ride. Oh yeah! See you guys later.
You.